All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to say call Halayim Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakah Quitash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who have taught me this truth and who rule well in this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel that is scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Peace and mercy unto you, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. You are the true chosen people of the book. All right, so we back in this book, man. All right, Population Control by Jim Marrs, man. All right, which goes into all the ways that Esau, Edom, starting with the elite banking families, all right, all the ways they go about, all right, to depopulate, man. All right, because we know that the elites have an agenda to bring forth the New World Order, all right, and part of that New World Order agenda, all right, is to depopulate, man, because the less people they are, all right, the easier it is to control them, man. All right, even when you look at the Georgia Guidestones, man. All right, one of the orders of the Georgia Guidestones is to bring the population of the world, all right, down to 500 million. All right, there's over 8 billion people on this earth right now, so you got to kill about 7.5 billion people, man. All right, so Esau, Edom, all right, starting with the elite banking families, they got all types of ways to go about depopulating, man. All right, and this book goes into it. And if you look at the last couple of videos, I already done like four videos on this book already, man. All right, going into the chemtrails, all right, the GMO foods, the deadly foods, man. All right, the water supply, you know, all types of ways, militarizing the police. All right, they go about depopulating, man. All right, but I want to get into page 170, which I think is the last chapter of this book. All right, let's get into it. All right, yeah. All right, chapter 23. All right, coming collapse. All right, and we know that a collapse is coming. All right, the true prophets and the true servants of the Lord, we know that a collapse is coming. All right, because it is prophecy. The elites have an agenda to bring forth their new world order. And what's part of that new world order? All right, to bring forth what's known, all right, in the Bible as the mark of the beast, which the mark of the beast is the RFID microchip, man. All right, all these false prophets will tell you that the mark of the beast is not the RFID microchip, which the RFID microchip is indeed the mark of the beast, man. Okay, you will have these false prophets tell you that the mark of the beast is a spiritual thing. Or no, the mark of the beast is an actual physical, tangible thing that the elites want to implant under your skin to have complete control over you, man. All right, so we know that the entire economy of this earth is going to collapse, man. All right, it's going to systematically collapse. All right, it's going to be purposely done. It's going to be manufactured. All right, the collapse, the world economy, man. Because this thing, all right, the mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip, right, which is what the elites want to bring forth, which is biblical prophecy. All right, this is going to come upon all of the earth, man, all of the earth. You understand? All right, but so we know that this collapse is coming, man. All right, this economic collapse is coming, and it's being purposely done. All right, so let's get into it, man. Let's see what this is talking about, man. All right, so this is chapter 23. All right, coming collapse. All right, it says by the mid 21st century, an increasing number of commentators and authors have been foreseeing American society collapsing from within and relatively soon. And this is what we have been prophesying, man. All right, this is what the true prophets and the true servants of the Lord have been telling you, man. All right, we've been telling you that America is going to fall and eventually be destroyed, that it's inevitable because its prophecy is written all throughout the scriptures, man. This is what the true prophets and the true servants of the Lord are telling you, man. All right, Ever since the Lord rose up Abba Bivens in the 60s, all right, trickling down all the way to the Israelites of Great Millstone and the ones that teach in like manner, because they are the ones that have 100% truth of the Bible, man. We've been telling y'all this, man, all right? And now it's more evident than ever who the true prophets and the true servants of the Lord are, because everything we have been telling you is coming to pass, man. If you can't see that America is falling and being destroyed and is about to get wiped off the face of this earth, man, that's that very great veil that the Most High has over your eyes. The Most High don't want you to see it, man. All right, because you're not of the elect, and you're going to be destroyed with America, man. All right, you're going to drown in nuclear destruction. All right. So let's read again. It says, by the mid-21st century, an increasing number of commentators and authors have been foreseeing American society collapsing from within and relatively soon. And people outside of America, people outside of this Israelite ministry of ours, man, all right, some of them can see what's happening, what's going on, man. Just like we're reading here, man. It says, and authors have been foreseeing American society collapsing from within and relatively soon. Yep. We don't got 10, 20 years here, bro. This thing is about to pop off, man. The MOTB is about to be brought in, and those nuclear missiles are about to fly, man. All right, we know before those nuclear missiles fly, all right, that the MOTB has to be brought in forth. All right, the MOTB being the mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip, man. All right, see, you people that can't see this is because you're one with this place, which means you're gonna fall with this place, man. All right, that's why you people are still trying to become something, make something of yourselves here in America. Whether it be, you're trying to become a comedian or an actor or a musician or rapper, the next big YouTuber, the next big streamer, all that's going to be for nothing, man. See, you're trying to do this because you can't see that America's getting ready to fall and be destroyed by nuclear fire. You can't see what the true prophets and the true servants of the Lord are telling you, man. All right, which are the Israelites. All right, the Israelite prophets of Great Millstone and the ones that teach like Great Millstone, the same like doctrine as Great Millstone, man. All right, it says they see the causes. I'm right here. All right, they see the causes of such a collapse as numerous, varied, but also inevitable. Yeah, it is inevitable. Why is it inevitable? Because it is prophecy, man, and we've been telling you this, man. It is prophecy. It's biblical prophecy for America to collapse. For America to collapse from within and then be wiped off the face of this earth by thermonuclear destruction. Okay? All right? It's inevitable because it is prophecy. This is written throughout all the scriptures, and the Lord said that his word shall not return unto him void. Matter of fact, let's get that, all right? Let's get that. The Lord said, it shall accomplish whatsoever I please, man. All right. All right, let's grab that. All right, Isaiah 55:1. All right, Isaiah 55:11. It says, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void. Yeah, all right, because the Lord is not a liar. All right. Matter of fact, when you go to let's grab that. All right. Let's go to 2nd Esdras. All right, the 15th chapter. All right. The 2nd Esdras, the 15th chapter, starting at the top. All right. Let's grab that. All right. It says, behold, speak thou into the ears of my people the words of prophecy, and that's exactly what we do. We speak the words of prophecy unto you. We prophesy unto you. We let you know that America is going to fall and be destroyed and wiped off the face of this earth by nuclear destruction. And we also telling you what's another prophecy that we're telling. We're also telling you about the mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip, man. We're telling you about the martial law, the time of Jacob's trouble. We're telling you about the great hell and death and famine and misery and destruction and sorrow and anguish that's about to come upon the face of America. This is what the true prophets of the Lord are telling you, man. We're telling you that no peace is coming, man. No peace is coming. A time of very great trouble is getting ready to pop off, man. All right, a very great time of trouble. Very great trouble is coming, man. That this earth, something that this earth has never seen before, man. All right, and it's the Lord that's about to do this. You're going to know that a higher power is doing it. That's how great this trouble is going to be, man. All right, but anyway, let's get to the point. All right, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, save the Lord Yahweh, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are what? They are faithful and true. Yeah, so all the Lord's word is faithful and true. And we understand the scriptures. We know what's written about America in the scriptures. That America has to fall and be destroyed and wiped off the face of this earth by thermonuclear destruction in World War III. We know this, man. It's inevitable because it's prophecy. It's written. You can't change what's written, man. It's already written. So it doesn't matter if you believe it or not, you like it or not, it's going to happen. America's going to fall and be destroyed and wiped off the face of this earth. And Esau, Edom is going into slavery, and all these other nations are going into slavery, captivity under the nation of Israel, the Negro, Latino, Native American man. The whole point was in the second verse, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Yeah, the Lord's word is faithful and true. So we know it's going to come to pass. It's inevitable. It's already written. All right, just like we're reading right here in Isaiah 55:11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please. Woo! And it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. So we know that America's fall and destruction is inevitable. All right, that the collapse, that the collapse is inevitable, man. Just like we're reading right here in the book. All right. But also inevitable, man. All right, America's collapse and fall and destruction is inevitable, man. All right, this is written throughout all the scriptures, man. All right, so let's keep going, man. All right, right here, I'm right here. One of the more prevalent theories involves a breakup of the financial system. Yeah, and this is going to be systematically done. This is going to be purposely done by the elite banking families because their agenda is to collapse the financial system, all right, the economic system, not just of America, but the whole world. So why? They could bring forth what's known as the mark of the beast in the Bible, all right, the MOTB, which is the RFID microchip, because the economy is going to collapse, and then the MOTB, the mark of the beast, the RFID microchip is going to be ushered in. All right. And if you take the MOTB, if you take the mark of the beast, you're going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire. When these nuclear missiles hit America, all right, you're going to drown in that nuclear fire if you take the RFID microchip, man. Okay? So let's keep reading. It says, several financial forecasters in 2014 were predicting the imminent demise of the US dollar. Woo! And possibly the entire financial system. Yeah. Not possibly. It is going to happen because it's scriptural. The MOTB has to be brought in, man. The RFID microchip has to be brought in, man. So the elites are going to pull the plug on this place, man. On the entire economy, man. They're just waiting for the right time. They're waiting for the right type of chaos, the right type of event. All right? To put the people in chaos so they could be like, here, we could fix everything if you take this, man. All right? And you people are going to be you people that don't know what's going on, the ones that don't want to hearken to the true prophets and the true servants of the Lord, and the people that don't know what's going on, you're going to take that MOTB, you're going to take the mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip. All right? It says some think such an eventuality might include major riots in the sea and even the imposition of martial law. Yeah, and that's also scriptural. All right, the riots are scriptural in the Bible. All right, and the martial law is also biblical too. All right, this is all prophecy, man. That's what's going to usher in the martial law, all right? These riots, all right? These race riots, okay? The civil war riots, all right? These race riots and race wars and civil war riots, you know? This is all what's going to bring in the martial law, all right? You know? Some think the scriptures talk about sedition among men, sedition amongst the people, man, which is the riots, all right, in the cities and even imposition of martial law. That's what's going to bring the martial law, all right, these riots, these race wars, the civil war riots, and all of that, man. All right, that's what's coming, man. All right, that's written in 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. All right, you got Isaiah 19. All right, you got 2nd Ezra's 16, which goes into the martial law, you know. Then shall they know who are my chosen. All right, but let's keep reading, man. All right, it says, as will be described later in this chapter, there is some evidence that the federal government is preparing for such an eventuality. Yeah, all right, it's not a matter of if but when. All right, because we know what's going to happen. It's scriptural. All right, it's inevitable. All right, it's prophecy. All right, it says such scary prospects are reported. Such scary prospects are reported by commentators such as Harry Dent, who in the Great Depression ahead predicts the U.S. economy is likely to suffer a minor or major crash by early 2015. And another between late 2017 and late 2019 or early 2020 at latest. And that's what that scandemic did. All right. It had an effect on the economy. All right. That's why now you have inflation. You haven't even seen hyperinflation yet. Just inflation and you people are bugging out. You see? It's just the beginning of sorrows, man. The beginning of the birth pangs, man. You see? People haven't seen nothing yet, man. All right. It says, I think the crash of 2008 was just a speed bump on the way to the main event. And these things are systematically done by the elites. They're basically test runs when they do things like this. All right. It says the same thing with the scamdemic, the plandemic. That was a test run for the mark of the beast. All right. For the MOTB. The elites want to see how much power they had, bro. They literally had you people in an uproar. The entire earth in an uproar. Had the people in chaos, because that's what they do. Order ab chaos, man. That's the alchemy and the witchcraft of the elites. Matter of fact, let me get that, all right? This is from a book called, let's get that real quick. This is from a book, let me see if I still have it. Yeah, this is from a book called Codex Magica, all right, by Tex Mars, all right? So let's get into it, all right? As you see right here, there's a picture. I screenshotted it, all right? This is a picture from a book called Codex Magica by Tex Mars, which goes into all the witchcraft and sorcery, all right? All the alchemy and witchcraft and Freemasonry, all right, that the elites do, all right, that the elite banking families do. Goes into the Satanism, all right, what they get into, man, the symbolism, you know, and all of that, man. All right, so it says Rosicrucian, which is a secret society. It says Rosicrucian, all right, and which brands from the Freemasons, all right. It's a Freemasons a secret society, all right. It says Rosicrucian and other mystical orders, other secret societies, emphasize the process of alchemy, which is witchcraft. It says mystical union that brings about cleansing and renewal, all right. The goal of Illuminati alchemy, the goal of Illuminati witchcraft is to realize a new world order through destruction, cleansing. Thus, order ab chaos. All right, order out of chaos, man. So that's their whole thing, man. Order ab chaos, order out of chaos, and that's what this whole thing, this whole scamdemic, plandemic thing was about, man. All right, to have the people in chaos, in fear, so they could come behind it with order. What was that order? the Juicy Juice, the Maxine Nightingale. So you could line up and go and take it, man. And that's exactly what is going to happen with the MOTB, the Mark of the Beast. They're going to have the entire earth in an uproar and chaos and fear. So you could line up for that what? The RFID microchip. And people that don't know what's going on is going to take it, man. All right? So let's get into it. Let's keep reading this book. All right? So it says, where was I at? All right, it says, I think the crash of 2008 was just a speed bump on the way to the main event. The consequences are going to be horrific. All right, the rest of the decade, 2010 through 20, all right, will bring us the greatest financial calamity in history, warned Mike Maloney, author and host of the Hidden Secrets of Money video series. All right, you saw what happened in 2008 and 9. All right, which was worse than the previous economic setback because the debt was so much higher, noted Jim Rogers, chairman of Rogers Holdings and B-Land Interest Inc. All right, well, now the debt is staggering much higher, and so the next economic problem, whenever it happens and whatever causes it, is going to be worse than in the past. Yup. All right, it's going to be so great that you people got no choice, all right, to line up, all right? But you people got no choice but to line up for the MOTB or the Mark of the Beast, man. All right, because that's the spirit of the Lord is not with you, man. All right, the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai is not with you, man. All right, because the Lord is going to be with the elect during all this, man. The elect are not going to take the Mark of the Beast, which is the RFID microchip. All right, the RFID microchip is what? That's one of Satan's devices, man. All right, and we are not ignorant of Satan's devices, the elect, the true prophets, and the true servants of the Lord, man. Matter of fact, let's grab that real quick. All right, we are not. All right, KJV, let's grab that. All right, 2 Corinthians, man. All right, 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. All right, lest Satan should get advantage of us, we are not ignorant of his devices. Yeah, and the 2/3 are ignorant. All right, the 2/3 of you Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans, 2/3 of you Israelites are ignorant of Satan's devices, man. All right. Because we telling you the true prophets and the true servants of the Lord, I say we humbly, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Ratazah, I am of one of the Lord's true chosen prophets. We are telling you that the Mark of the Beast is the microchip, but y'all don't want to listen, man. Y'all don't want to listen, man. All right, 2 Corinthians 2 and 11, all right, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, we are not ignorant of his devices. Yeah. All right. We're not ignorant of what's happening. All right. Devices. We know that this scamdemic was one of his devices, man. This pandemic is one of his devices, man. And that MOTB, the Mark of the Beast, is also one of Satan's devices, man. All right. We're not ignorant of this. We know what's happening and what's going on, man. The other people of this earth don't know, man. All right, the Lord has shed his light upon us, man. All right, and took us out of that gross darkness that the rest of the world is in. Matter of fact, let's grab that. All right, let's get Isaiah. All right, 60. All right. Isaiah 60. All right. So it says, arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord Yahweh is risen upon thee. Yeah, the Lord has risen. All right. And shed his light on the elect, which is this word, this truth, this knowledge. All right, because of this word, this truth, this knowledge, all right, this Bible, all right, and we understand it, we know what's happening and what's going on, man. The other people of this earth have no wisdom, knowledge, or understanding of what's happening and what's going on around them. They're done, bro. All right, that's why they're getting ready to be swept off their feet, man. Because they're in gross darkness, man. But as we're reading the first verse, all right, arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord Yahweh is risen upon thee. Yeah, because he took us out of that darkness. He put his light upon us, man. All right, verse 2, for behold, it says, for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. Yeah, the people of this earth, they're not just in darkness, they're in gross darkness. They have absolutely zero idea, all right, not even an inkling of a clue of what's happening, what's going on, bro. The people are done. The only people that have the true light, the true wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, all right, are the true prophets and servant of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man. All right, you understand? All right, for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people, and the Lord has taken us out of that gross darkness. For now we see, man. All right, we don't worship Cesare Borgia no more. You know, we call upon the true names, Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai being the name of the Son. All right, those are the names you call upon if you want salvation. Yahweh, all right, the Heavenly Father, his name is Yahweh, and his Son's name Yahweh Shai. All right, the Lord Yahweh shall rise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee, man. All right, come on, man. Let's get back into this book, man. All right. Where was I at? All right. It says, because we have these unbelievable levels of debt and unbelievable levels of money printing all over the world. Yeah, because that's what causes inflation. All right. That's why the dollar depreciates. All right. That's what causes the dollar. All right. What causes inflation, all right, is when the dollar depreciates. What causes the dollar to depreciate, all right? Because when something is when there's less of something, that makes it more valuable. But because money can just keep being printed and printed and printed out of thin air, all right, that's what makes the money depreciate, man. All right. All right. It says Jeff Berwick. All right, I'm right here. Jeff Berwick, financial editor of the Dollar Vigilante, predicted if they allow interest rates to rise, it will effectively make the U.S. government bankrupt and insolvent, and it would make the U.S. government collapse, and that's what's getting ready to happen. All right, they are preparing for a major societal collapse. Why are they preparing? Because they're the ones that's doing it, man. The elite banking families are systematically doing it. They're doing this on purpose. All right, because they got what they want out of America already, and this place is getting ready to be destroyed. All right, they are preparing for a major societal collapse. All right, it is obvious and it will happen. Yes, it will. It will for certain and sure. All right, we tell you this, man. All right, because it is prophecy, and it will be very scary and dangerous. But the elect are going to be good, man. The elect are going to be good. Let's get Isaiah 65. All right, because while everybody's in calamity, the true prophets and the true servants of the Lord are going to be all right, man. All right, let's go to chapter 65. All right, Isaiah 65. I always bring this out, man. Let's start at verse 11. All right, it says, but ye are they that forsake the Lord. Yeah, the ones that forsake the Lord is getting ready to be, is going to ready, the Lord is going to make you bow down to this slaughter, man. This very great trouble that's getting ready to pop off. All right, verse 11, but ye are they that forsake the Lord Yahweh, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that troop, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number. Therefore will I number you to the sword. Woo! All right, the Lord is getting ready to number you 2/3, man. 2/3 of you Israelites. You 2/3 Negroes and Latinos and Native Americans, man. You Seminole Indians, West Indians, Haitians, and Brazilians, man. 2/3 of y'all getting ready to bow down to this slaughter, was getting ready to pop off, man. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. You see? Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before my eyes, and did choose that where I delighted not. Yeah. When the true prophets and the true servants of the Lord were out on the highways and hedges telling you that America's going to be destroyed and famine is coming. All right, and that the mark of the beast is coming. All right, and the Lord's name is not Jesus or Yahuwah or Yahweh. All right, you did not answer, man. That's the Lord calling. All right, the Lord speaks through his prophets. All right, like it tells you in Hebrews 1:1, or in the book of Luke, the first chapter, the 70th verse. All right, you did not answer, man. When the Lord called, when the prophets were speaking unto you, they were prophesying and letting you know, telling you to come back to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. All right, that's why it says right here, thus saith the Lord God Yahweh, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Yeah. So when all this hell breaks loose, when this famine pops off, martial law pops off, the collapse pops off, people getting thrown in chicken coops, all right, concentration camps, being tortured and all of that, man, being starved to death, all right, the servants of the Lord, they gonna eat while you starving and being tortured and massacred. All right, we gonna be good. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Ratazah, I am of the elect. All right, and we gonna laugh too. We gonna say we gonna have that look like, nigga, I told you so. Like, but you still want to be in the world and not come back to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. All right, thus save the Lord God Yahweh, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Yep. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart. Yeah, because we're going to be praising Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai in that day, man, for saving us and delivering us from that, from all this was about to pop off, bro. This famine. All right, the famine gonna get so bad that you people gonna resort to cannibalism, man. Like it tells you in the scriptures, a man shall eat the flesh of his own son and the flesh of his own daughter, man. You people gonna be eating your best friend. You're gonna kill your best friend just so you could you eat him, your mother, you know. It says, behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. Woo! All right. So great calamity is about to come, but the elect is going to be delivered from that calamity, man. From this very great time of trouble that this earth has never seen before, man. All right. Let's get into this, man. All right. It says, David Stockman, former director of the Office of Management and Budget under President Ronald Reagan, noted, we have a massive bubble everywhere, from Japan to China, Europe, and to the UK. As a result of this, I think world financial markets are extremely dangerous, unstable, and subject to serious trouble and dislocation in the future. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, man. Exactly. All right, it says, I can tell you as someone who absolutely aced academic mathematics in my younger years that the global economy is headed for a disastrous debt collapse. Yes. All right, and it's going to be done on purpose. All right, all controlled and systematically and manufactured by the elites, man, because they want to bring forth the MOTB, the mark of the beast, the RFID microchip, man. All right, avowed Mike Adams, all right, editor of Natural News, all right. A popular website covering health and politics that boasts more than 5 million visitors monthly, all right? Trillions of dollars of asset valuation in derivatives will vanish literally overnight. Widespread economic destruction will strike humanity like 1,000 hurricanes, hitting major population centers all right, across the world. All right, all simultaneously, man. All right, yep, all simultaneously, yep. All right, the timing of this is impossible to predict, but its inevitability is not. All right, it's inevitable. Excuse me, I keep switching pages by accident. All right, it says the timing of this is impossible to predict, but its inevitability is not. That's right. It's inevitable, bro, because it's prophecy, and this is what we've been telling y'all, man. All right, this is why we got to come back to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. I'm talking to the elect of y'all that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. The elect of you Israelites that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. It is now time to come back to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. All right. Now, All right. What really alarms me about all this is knowing in advance, I'm right here, that this event will usher in a global wave of poverty and destitution, all right, that is unprecedented in all of human history. Come on, bro. Come on, man. We've been telling you, man, it's a time that this earth has never seen before, man. Jeremiah 30:7. All right. Daniel 12:1. What this earth is getting ready to witness is something that this earth has never witnessed before, man. All right. You people have no idea what's going on, bro. All right. It says this is going to put honest, hardworking people on the streets living in destitution through no fault of their own. All right. But our faith is in Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Our faith is in Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. All right. Our faith is in Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Raktazah, I am of the elect, man. All right. You got to trust in the Lord, man. All right. And the mere awareness, all right, and the mere awareness of knowing this is coming, of this coming causes is, let me read this again. It says, this is going to put honest, hard-working people on the streets, living in destitution through no fault of their own, and the mere awareness of knowing this is coming causes, knowing this is coming causes me tremendous pain. Yeah, man. All right. Yeah, because people are just done up out here, bro. All right. It says, even worse, you and I can't save them all. We can only teach them to get prepared and hoped they have the wisdom to listen. Well, the scriptures say, all right, first of all, we know the elect is the only ones that are going to be saved from this destruction and what's getting ready to pop off. All right, which the elect is they're all Israelites, all you Negroes, you Latinos, and you Native Americans, and also the elect that is scattered throughout the four corners of the earth under the other nations, looking like the other nations. Okay, we know that the elect is going to be saved from all this. All right, but what he says right here says we can only teach people to get prepared and hope they have the wisdom to listen. What the scriptures say, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. When all this pops off, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the word of the Lord, the word of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, all right, is what's going to keep us stable in mind, man. It's going to keep us calm. All right. It says we cannot make their decisions for themselves. We cannot alter the laws of economic reality, which dictate a global day of reckoning. All right. It says several observers of the social scene, all right, have compared the decline of the American empire to that of ancient Rome. Come on, bro. You can't make this up, bro. You cannot make this up because America is Rome. America is the Roman Empire coming. America is the the last leg of the Roman Empire, because the Roman Empire was healed. It fell, all right, and then it came back. That deadly wound that was healed, man. All right, which is America, man. All right, when you read Revelation, when you read Revelation 13, the deadly wound was healed. The deadly wound is the Roman Empire, and it was healed, coming back as America. Starting with the Renaissance era, coming out of Spain, But now it's known as America, the Roman Empire, man. All right? America is Rome. All right? Coming back. That deadly wound that was healed. All right? Several observers of the social scene has compared the decline of the American Empire to that of ancient Rome, all right? Because there's nothing new under the sun. The same way the Roman Empire fell is the same way the American Empire is going to fall, because America is Rome all over again, bro. Why do you think why do you think we use the Latin alphabet? All right, the English alphabet is the Latin alphabet. We're using Latin letters. The Roman Empire spoke Latin. On the back of the dollar bill was Latin. The quarters is Latin. The dimes is everything is Latin, bro. Because the American Roman Empire, the Roman Empire spoke Latin. All right. We use the Latin alphabet, English, which is Latin letters. All right. The national animal, all right, of America is what? The eagle. That was the animal that was one of the animals that represented Rome as well. All right, the eagle that was back on the Roman coin. All right, just like how the eagle's on the American coin. Come on, bro. It says, noting that while the Roman authorities pacified the masses with free bread and circuses, that's what they do today. All right, noting that the Roman Empire authorities pacified the masses with free bread and circuses, which is entertainment through sports and food. All right, you people are into these sports and all of that. You're being pacified and completely docile. All right, filled with fighting gladiators. Yeah. All right, and that's exactly what it's nothing new is under the sun, bro. The American Republic is provided low-cost processed food and fights on television. All right, while you don't see the bigger picture because you're being pacified by bread and circuses, food, like it says right here, low-cost processed food that got you bugged out your mind, zombified, all right, and fights on television. Yeah, these sports, man. All right. It says internet commentators Jack Curtis, a frequent contributor to the website American Thinker, writes that America is running out of money borrowed from its pressured citizens, kids and grandkids via Federal Reserve quantitative easing games. All right, nobody can live on promises forever, noted Curtis. Yeah. All right, it says stock markets and banks will shortly exhale the funny money hot air sustaining them. Interest rates will start their climb back to normal and the government will defund first. All right, its war machine and foreign bribe programs. All right, then its welfare beneficiaries. All right. As with the old Romans, American military will decline along with cradle to grave social welfare. And American citizens are likely to see more change than they expected that their president had in mind. All right. It said food stamps will be cut and huge. All right. So all you BWs, all right, that's on those food stamps. All right, y'all about to be cut off, man. All right, food stamps, and then what you gonna do? You ain't gonna run. You gonna run to Daddy Esau? All right, bro. I can't wait, bro. That's one of the things I can't wait, bro. I can't wait to see all of these women in ruin, bro. All right, Lord will Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. All right, Ratazah, that I am of the elect. Lord willing, I get to see Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Ratazah. I get to see these proud ass women, bro, these wicked as hell proud ass Eves, man, just straight go into calamity, man. All right, food stamps will be cut and huge salaries will disappear from pro sports. All right, as that financial wave crests, all right, and begins to recede, America won't be an empire anymore. No, it's not. It's falling. America is literally falling right before our eyes and is going to be wiped off the face of this earth by thermonuclear destruction. Because what the Lord is doing right now, the Lord is ripping America from the inside out. America is decaying from the inside out, and then it's just going to be wiped off. All right, the season finale is going to be nuclear missiles, man. All right. I will have everything, all right? It will have everything it can handle, just tending to its own business, all right? Let me see where I'm at, all right? Ooh, when I checked the time, it said 4414. Ooh, all right? Call her law yum, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakal Quitash, man, all right? Let me see, man. Maybe, I'll leave it at that, man. All right? I'll leave it at that. And if it be the Lord's will, I'll do a part 2. All right, so I want to say Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Ratazad. This lesson was edifying, man. Call Haloyam Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakah Quitash. All right, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who have taught me this truth and who rule well in this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel that is scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Peace and mercy unto you, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you Seminole Indians, West Indians, Haitians, and Brazilians. You are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. You are the true chosen people of the book. All right, so with that being said, until the next one, shalom.